Okay, let's dive in. We're exploring the fascinating world of online gaming communities today.
Specifically Boom Beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
That mobile combat strategy game. And the creators who, well, build the communities around it on YouTube.
Exactly, taking a deep dive into that YouTube landscape.
And what's really interesting here, I think, is seeing how these online spaces evolve.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we've got some great sources to guide us.
Yeah, we're looking at a FeedSpot list of top Boom Beach YouTubers, a really insightful chat with a creator from the Cosmic Duo channel,
The big channel.
definitely. And also, discussions from the players themselves over on Reddit gives us the ground level view.
So our mission really is to pull out the key insights. We want to understand, who are the main players now on Boom Beach YouTube?
What are they actually making? What kind of content?
And crucially, what does the community think about it all? About the game, the creators.
Makes sense.
So maybe we should start with a bit of history, because this story definitely has its legends.
Oh, absolutely. For a long time, if you said Boom Beach YouTube, one name came to mind.
Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Yeah, he was basically the face of Boom Beach. His videos pulled in millions of views consistently.
He really set the standard, didn't he?
He absolutely did. A very high bar for content.
Yeah.
But then things changed quite dramatically.
What happened?
Well, according to users on Reddit, he just deleted his channel.
Deleted it. The whole thing.
Yep. All the videos, everything, gone. And this, understandably, created what people called a power vacuum.
A power vacuum. Interesting term. So the community felt that loss.
Definitely. People struggle to find someone to sort of fill that top spot. Some Redditors mentioned that a lot of the videos they were seeing felt maybe poor quality.
Lower views, too.
Yeah, only getting a couple thousand views, which
Yeah.
was, a huge drop from Nick at Night's numbers.
So with that big shift in mind, let's look at the current situation. That FeedSpot list you mentioned, 30 Boom Beach YouTubers you must follow in 2025.
All right, it gives a great snapshot. And they didn't just rank by subs, which is important.
How do they rank them then?
They looked at engagement and overall influence within the Boom Beach world.
Ah, okay. So who's at the top now?
Well, the official Boom Beach channel itself is massive, obviously. 845,000 subscribers, been around since January 2014.
Makes sense for the official channel, but what about individual creators?
So FeedSpot breaks them down. You've got macro creators with over 150K subs, micro from 10K to 150K, and nano under 10K.
Gotcha.
Some of the bigger names in macro and micro include Cosmic Duo. They've got 150,000 subscribers.
We heard from them, right?
Yes, exactly. Then there's a chicken at about 40K, a non-moose around 26K, Skull Crusher Boom Beach, Flint, Michigan Gaming, both around 16, 17K.
Okay, quite a few in that micro tier.
Yeah, and others like Cactus Boom Beach, Opdestroy, even the Boom Beach Frontlines channel, which is interesting.
A spin-off game channel.
Right. And what's really striking, looking at the list, is the longevity. Some of these channels started way back.
Great plot.
Well, Anon started in April 2010. Skull Crusher in June 2013. Some even earlier, like 2007, 2008, long before Boom Beach itself.
Wow, that's serious dedication. So, okay, we have these creators, some long-timers, some newer. What are they actually making content about? Because Reddit seemed down on the main game.
That's a key point. Reddit users, especially the high-level maxed-out players, they're pretty blunt. They often see the main game content as well.
Irrelevant. Or worse.
Yeah, some use the word shit, frankly. They find the main game stale, complain about shitty matchmaking, and feel like defending your base is basically pointless.
Ouch. So if that's the feeling, what's taking its place in videos?
The big shift, overwhelmingly, is towards warships.
Ah, the competitive PvP mode.
Exactly. It's seasonal, competitive, and seems to be where the high-level interest lies now. Many YouTubers focus almost entirely on it.
Like who?
Names like Stoneheart, who's apparently considered one of the best warship players in the world. Also, Che Jimmy, Boom Blaster, Mellison YT, Chicken Gaming.
The chicken again.
Yep. Gearheart PH, Angry Jonte, Shiska Barber 1, 0am, Nube, the list goes on.
Yeah.
It's very warship-centric for many.
So warship strategies, gameplay, what else?
Beyond warships, you still see content on high-level tactics, task force operations, the big mega crab events, troop guides, daily events.
And the spin-off game, Frontlines.
That too, yeah. It's about finding niches within the broader Boom Beach universe.
Okay, let's get specific. You mentioned the chicken focusing on warships.
Right, daily Boom Beach and warship stuff.
Yeah.
Operations, high-level tactics. Then Anon Moose, he's known for spreading the gospel of the Zuka.
The Zuka troops.
Yeah, those high-damage, low-health troops. His videos mix humor and instruction, covering mega crab and warships.
What about Skull Crusher?
He's known for being really interactive. Does these marathon live streams, like 5 or 6 hours long, just engaging with viewers?
Wow. And Flint, Michigan Gaming?
More of a broad range there. Operation hits, tips, tricks, funny moments. BBTFRG does strategy videos, sneak peeks, hosts live task force versus task force events.
Sounds competitive.
It is. And then for pure how-to, there's Gaming Taxi, mentioned for guides on how to take down any base.
So it's clear creators are definitely specializing, finding their corner.
Absolutely. Which brings us to Cosmic Duo again. We get a much deeper look into the life of a creator through that interview transcript with Christian, one half of the duo.
Right, a macro influencer. What did he share?
A lot, actually, both about the game and his personal life. He talked about trying specific strategies, like taking down the Dr. T boss using only the bullet hero.
Just bullet. How?
Well, he learned it from Reddit, apparently. You need a really boosted max-level bullet. You use flares to send him straight to the HQ, pop his energy drink ability.
The damage boost. Sounds tricky.
Yeah, requires precision. He also mentioned practical stuff, like having issues making certain videos because his device was broken. The real-world creator problems.
And it wasn't just gameplay stuff he talked about, right?
No, not at all. He was very open. Mentioned his in-game medal count dropping because school means less time to play Boom Beach.
Relatable for many players, I bet.
Probably. He hoped to push his rank during a 4-week Christmas break. He also talked about the channel's huge growth, like 85% of their subs came in the last year alone.
Incredible growth.
Yeah, and he wants that exponential curve to continue. He's also diversifying, playing other games like Mighty Battles.
Was that sponsored?
He mentioned playing it before it was sponsored, said he genuinely enjoys it. Also plays Brawl Stars. And he highlighted creator codes, how viewers can support creators without extra cost.
That's a key part of the ecosystem now.
Definitely. And it leads into the business side he discussed.
Oh, yeah. What kind of things?
Well, the practicalities of registering the YouTube channel as a business. It's currently in his parents' names because he's a minor.
The legal complexities for young creators.
Exactly. And thinking about partnership stuff with his co-creator, Jimmy, worries about liability, like if Jimmy ran up debt. It shows the real-world side of turning this hobby pro.
It's not just playing games, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
He also shared personal things, like excitement about turning 18 soon, becoming a legal adult.
Yeah.
And concerns about selective service, the draft.
Really? How did that connect?
He hoped his asthma might exempt him, viewing the draft as a potential major obstacle for their YouTube plans. It was surprisingly candid.
And he talked about college, too.
Yeah, wanting to finish college and start my life, which he admitted might sound odd for a 17-year-old with a successful channel. It paints a complex picture.
Definitely. So let's tie this back to the wider community vibe on Reddit. You mentioned frustrations, but was it all negative?
No, it's definitely mixed. You see posts declaring Boom Beach is rising, celebrating updates, but you also see that frustration. All I see is more players giving up or the game desperately needs changes.
A real divide in opinion, then.
Seems like it. And that extends to specific game strategies, too, like the debate around heroes.
The special units. What's the debate there?
Well, some Reddit users call them just useful, specifically calling out Private Bullet for being too slow.
The same hero Christian was using.
The very same. But other players push back hard. They argue all heroes are useful in their own way.
How so?
They point out that heroes like Everspark, Coven, even Bullet, if used smartly, maybe with his taunt ability plus warrior troops, can be super effective, especially for taking down bases quickly without shield generators.
So it depends on the strategy.
Exactly. It reinforces that old Boom Beach idea. It's always been offensive. Defense in the long run does nothing. According to these players, skillful attack is key.
Okay, so pulling all this together, what's the big picture here? This deep dive into Boom Beach YouTube really shows a dynamic space.
It really does. You've got the nostalgia for that Nick at Night era, contrasted with today's very specialized, often warships-focused channels.
And the personal stories like Cosmic Duo, navigating growth, business, real life. It's quite a tapestry.
It highlights how game communities constantly shift, right?
Yeah.
And how creators have to adapt to what players are interested in now.
And that close link between game design, like the focus shifting to warships, and the content people create and consume.
Yeah, and it shows how crucial a vibrant creator scene and an engaged community are for a game's longevity, especially when they embrace new parts of the game.
So it leaves us with a pretty interesting thought, I think, for you listening. How much do the personal goals, the business realities, the everyday lives of these content creators actually shape the videos you watch about your favorite games?
And maybe what does this evolution from one big star like Nick at Night to this diverse ecosystem tell us about where Boom Beach is headed, or even about the future of mobile gaming communities overall? Something to think about.